I want to welcome here to the show this morning, Coach Don Barnes. Good morning, Coach Barnes.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
How you doing this morning?
Hey, Mr. White, I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. Glad to have you on and talking about Southern University Volleyball because women's volleyball, you're heading into your second year. And in your first year, you got it the Jaguars to double-digit wins for the first time since 2019. You made the SWAC conference tournament. As we begin to move forward heading into year two of you building this program, how has this process been for you being at Southern?
Um, Everything's been great. Again, everything starts from the top with A.D. Banks, Sturgis, Kirshner, all the people that are in the admin department helping me just continue to get acclimated, and then allowing me to, do the recruiting and things like that I need to find the right talent for the program to be future champions.
What makes a volleyball women's volleyball program successful besides winning championship? What goes into a successful volleyball program?
First of all, they have to be good young ladies, good people. They have to know their why and why they chose to play volleyball and making certain that they're very passionate about it. Then they have to fit and believe in the culture that's here at Southern University, since I am the head coach, and they have to believe in the university. They have to believe in my philosophy and buy into that.
Looking forward, you saying the culture and the philosophy, you can't do it on your own. You have a staff. Talk to us about the staff of coaches that are on this journey with you at Southern.
Oh, my goodness. I'm super excited. My associate head coach is Jeremiah Estes. He's from Long Beach. He played at Long Beach State, and he has a background at the international level. So super excited with him. He actually trained me when I first started coaching in my CAPS 1 and CAPS 2 class. He's the one that kind of trained me. We stayed in touch with each other over the years, and we finally said, you know what, let's finally get together and work together. So he's here. I'm excited. He's implementing some new offensive and defensive systems, and the girls are adjusting very nicely. I also have Alicia Hearn. She's going to be my graduate assistant. She played for us last year. She was a fifth-year transfer last year from Florida Atlantic University, and she came to me last spring and said, you know what, I just love everything about what this future is about. I mean, what's about to happen with the volleyball program, and I want to be a part of it. So I have her, and then I have Nathaniel Bland. He is another local assistant coach that we've got in the gym, and just very strong, mature volleyball IQs, and we're all working together to get this thing going.
Looking around, talking about, as you said, that transfer in high school and just recruiting aspect as a whole, what does recruiting, for people who may not understand what recruiting looks like for volleyball, what does that look like? And let me ask, from the high school to the transfer portal, what does that look like for you?
I've been able to, well, it was very important for me, first off, when I first got hired, to make certain that I, tapped into the local talent, the kids that are right here in our back door. So I wanted to be able to get some kids. I got one kid from Madison Prep, a couple of kids from, is it Thibodaux? I'm not from here, but I think it's pronounced Thibodaux.
You got it.
So I was able to do that. And then, obviously, the transfer portal is huge. I mean, it's a curse. It's good and it's bad, because sometimes it's kind of like, why are these kids truly in the portal? What's the background on why they're in the portal? And then as a coach, we have to just make certain that we're not picking up something or we're not inheriting something that we shouldn't, So it's a lot of time and work that goes into the recruiting process, because it's, at the end of the day, they have to be strong academic people, and then they have to be very disciplined, and they have to be committed to Southern University Volleyball.
Looking at the other side of that, let's talk about what NIL looks like and if that exists at Southern for volleyball, because we often hear it about, as I said, the same thing with track and field. We hear it about football, baseball, men and women basketball, but we don't really get a chance to peel the layers back and see how it trickles down to the other athletic sports. And what does that look like for a sport like volleyball on the women's side with NIL?
Oh, wow. That's a great question, Perry. The NIL for women's volleyball is just getting bigger and bigger. I I definitely wouldn't say we're as big as, the Caitlin Clark era with NILs and things like that. But, I've got a couple kids they've got, some NILs, and they're doing some things to, promote the product, and then also to enhance and be a focal point for the community as well. On the NIL, every university is different. So just making certain that, we're lining up with the policies and procedures of the university's compliance and athletic department.
As fans pack the Mini Dome today for Fan Fest, and after everything is said and done, they come down and they get a chance to get to meet you, meet your team, get autographs. Give us some names of some young ladies to be a part of this volleyball team this year that fans out there need to be paying attention to. So when we pack out Seymour Gym to support you guys, we know who those young ladies are.
Oh, man. I wish I could list everybody because, like I said, I got 20 players on the team. The players to watch out for would probably be Ariana Brown. She's a transfer student. Hannah Piera, she's from Brazil. She's a JUCO transfer that's coming in. My returning setters, Jordan Felix, who hit the 1,000 assist club last year for us. Ayanna Taylor, Elise Dooms, Bailey, St. Romain. They graduated in May, and due to all the JUCO transfer situations, they were able to get another year back. So I'm super excited that they said that they're not done yet. They want to finish, and they want to finish with the championship. So I'm like, all right, let's go, bring it.
Let me ask you this. You're from Chicago. Now here you are down in South Louisiana in Baton Rouge. How you like it, South Louisiana? Is it too hot? Is the food good? What is this South Louisiana like for you?
Well, again, the hospitality, the Southern hospitality has been great. I feel like everybody, all they do is eat down here, and I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm like, wait a minute. It's always like, you want to go to is it crawfish boil? Do you want to do this? You want to do that? And I'm not a big fish person, so it's taken me baby steps to get used to all this. But it's kind of funny when people see me and I'm trying to eat the crawfish or the crab or whatever. They're just like, Coach, and I'm like, I know, just bear with me.
You stick out, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Weather-wise, I moved from Phoenix, Arizona. So when we had 120-degree weather out there in Phoenix, which was like a dry heat, and then come here last summer to a 95-degree humidity degree weather, it was like it took your breath away.
It does. And you got to take really, 2-3 showers a day. I just sweat for no reason. Yeah. You look up, your back just wet, behind your kneecaps wet. You're just like, what did I do? And I ain't do nothing but walk to the car today. That's it.
Yeah. You should see in my office, in my bottom drawer, I have a stack of shirts. I got shirts, polos hanging up in the closet because it's like I wanted to make certain that I thought I was coming to see you today, so I'm glad we were doing them virtually because I would have had to change to come back for practice because they're out there practicing.
And when I appreciate you for taking some time while you're in the midst of practice, getting the team ready.
Absolutely.
And for everybody out there, get us up to date in terms of the first game and what that schedule is looking like early on for you guys so we can get some people to support you no matter where you are.
Okay, well, our blue and gold scrimmage, which is just the inter-squad scrimmage, that's going to be on August 23rd. It's going to start about 2:30 p.m. here in Seymour Gym. And then we leave that following Thursday, and we go to the SWAC MEAC tournament at Alabama A&M in Huntsville. So that's going to be good. We're going to be partnered up with, Morgan State and Dell State and things like that. So looking forward to that. And then we come back home right after Labor Day, and we go to the Tulane Classic, which is local, which is good. So we'll get some of the local kids and their family and friends to come out and watch us, and so on and so forth. Pretty competitive preseason schedule, so I'm excited.
Yeah, you're talking about that SWAC MEAC. You're the former head coach over at South Carolina State, so you know that MEAC landscape very well as you mix that up now with the MEAC and the SWAC and moving forward. And for you, Coach, before we get ready to let you out of here, what is recruiting like for you guys right now out there? Where are you looking at? And for anybody that's interested that may have a young lady or know of a young lady out there with volleyball experience that could play on the collegiate level to get in contact with you?
Well, you know what? Like I said, I definitely want a couple local kids. My hub right now is the Midwest and the Texas area. I've got several players that are here from Houston, but then I got girls from New Mexico, San Diego, Arizona. So I'm opening up. I'm broadening the horizon, and I'm trying to get our name out there and get some international kids in, and so on and so forth.
Well, Coach, man, I appreciate you for coming on this morning. And for everybody out there listening, it's the voice of Coach Dawn Barnes. She's the head women's volleyball coach over at Southern University, and she's working to get that program headed in the right direction. So if anybody's out there that wants to be able to financially help the program, or if it's just something about, referring an athlete to her, hey, Coach, give some information for them to get in contact, the email or something for you.
My email address, thank you very much, because I think it's important if we have any fans that want to make any type of contribution, because we're always in need of balls, some minor equipment. My email address is Dawn, DAWN Barnes, BARNES, at SUS.edu. Phone number is 615-498-8841. I don't mind my phone number being out there, because if they want to have a personal conversation with me, I welcome that.
Let me ask you this, since you said that, anything that program, because I have people out here that are listening that can make some changes for the program. Anything out there that you guys need in terms of the program, as you just said, in terms of materials and anything else?
Yeah, I mean, we can always use new balls, ball carts. We're doing some fundraising. We did some popcorn sales last spring, and we're able to raise some money. But right now, whatever anybody wants to donate in terms of balls, ball cards, we use the molten balls. We're trying to find a local vendor that can print us some T-shirts that say Southern Volleyball on it. So I've been on the phone trying to see about, getting, a vendor here locally that can help us as well. I know the printing source is here, but we still want to be able to utilize a couple other businesses if they're willing to work with us.
And get that information, how to get hold to you one more time, Coach.
My email is dawn.barnes@sus.edu. And my telephone number is 615-498-8841.
Anybody out there that's listening, I know I got plenty of listeners out there that got some pockets with something in it. We hear volleyball is moving in the right direction.
Give us a call.
Coach Dawn Barnes is doing her thing, getting that program in her second year, headed in the right direction. Thank you, Coach, for taking some time. And listen, everybody, she took some time. The volleyball team is practicing right now, getting it in as they get ready to get the season started. And you can meet Coach Dawn Barnes and her staff and the rest of the volleyball team today at Southern University Fan Fest. You get an opportunity to see what it is she's building there. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Terry. I really appreciate you. I'm one of your biggest fans ever since I met you last year. The energy and, all the support that you've given us. Really, really appreciate it.
Hey, it's all about, look, we all in this together. United, we can get it done. Well, divided, we can't.
Yes. Well, Deborah Jackson also, I just want to say Deborah Jackson and Coach Bridget Bowman, they're part of our booster, the Southern University Volleyball Booster Club. They were part of the championship SWAC team here years ago. They're getting their alum together as well. So we're trying. We're trying to get the pieces to the puzzle together.
Well, we're going to start right here and keep it going, Coach. Thank you for coming on this morning. I know you got to get back to practice. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Perry. Appreciate you.
Yes,
have a great day, everybody.
You
see
too.
You at the Fan Fest.
Yes, ma'am.